Welcome back, ghouls and goblins, to another Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video hosted by yours truly. Hello, good game. Pleased to have you. Let's talk about Selesnya 0 power within standard best of 1. Building around the new Bulwark Ox. For 2 mana, this is a 2/2 with saddle 1, and whenever this creature attacks while saddled, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Furthermore, we can sacrifice this creature at instant speed to give creatures we control with counters on them hexproof as well as indestructible until the end of turn. That's really, really cool. It's a creature that can apply tempo or damage. It can also protect our field state from non-exile based removal. Sunfall still going to wreck us, but there's not too much of that around, and if it's anything that's just destroy or targeted in general, we can definitely get in the way and interrupt that quite easily, which is nice. And then we'll also have the Marketback Walker. This is a 0/0, and it's going to enter with X+1 counters on it. And when it dies, you're going to draw cards equal to the number of +1 counters on it, which is pretty cool, right? So we can pay 4 to put a +1 counter on it if we want. It's just kind of dumping mana into it as a sink. And what's also pretty cool is if we so choose, we can cast it for 0 mana. It's still a creature, and that will trigger our Beastcaller. I don't know if you really want to do that, but it is something that I thought of when we were playing the match, and you can maybe just play more of them on top of the collar. Because I do like this. It's something that I think really held its weight in our matches and provided enough value to hold. And so, just breaking it down, we have a couple creatures here that give value when they die, right? So we're going to be using Unwanted Remake as removal on our opponent's creatures. Destroy target creature. Its controller will manifest dread. But we can potentially also, during combat, maybe destroy one of our own creatures. The Bondwarden and the Beastcaller, when they die, will transfer their +1 counters to another creature that we control. Potentially something that wasn't blocked during combat, right? Giving us access to lethal, and also the Walker if we want to draw, right? So that's pretty cool, and of course it just doubles down as removing our opponent's threats as well. So that's kind of the core of the deck on the front end that we're building with, and 0 power creatures is kind of like the overall theme of the build, and we're going to be using the Sovereign to double that. So when we apply counters, 0 is the best starting point with base power and toughness that we can double from. Whenever it attacks, each creature that has power greater than its base will get +1 counters on it equal to the difference, which is really nice. So again, if that starting point is 0, we're getting the absolute most out of it. So we have the Wildwood here, a 0/0 for 1+X, entering with X+1 counters on it. And then whenever one or more +1 counters are put on a non-Hydra, put one on this creature as well, which is really cool. And that's going to work really well in conjunction with the Botanical Brawler for 2, another 0/0 with Trample. This creature enters with 2 +1 counters on it, which of course would trigger that Wildwood Scourge now. And whenever one or more counters are put on another permanent you control, the Scourge that just triggered, it will now trigger back onto the Brawler, which is why they work so well together. So that's really, really cool for us here. And, this works really, really well in empowering that first set of creatures that we talked about. The Warden has backup 1, puts a +1 counter on itself. When it dies, those counters go elsewhere. And then the Beastcaller has a 2/2 for 2. When a creature is cast, you put a counter on it, right? And when it dies, those counters go elsewhere, distributed among other creatures you control. Again, that's a really good way to trigger these again, right? Because we can distribute upon multiple, triggering the Scourge multiple times, which would trigger the Brawler multiple times, which would then trigger the Scourge multiple times, right? And back and forth we go. So this is what we're working with for our creature base, and then kind of doubling it all with the Sovereign, right? When it attacks, we double the counters, which is really, really cool stuff, right? The remake, we talked about killing our own creatures potentially, but also just managing our opponents, and then their non-lands with Sheltered by Ghosts. Our creatures do grow to be quite strong, so the lifelink's pretty cool. The Ward to protect them's quite decent as well. We mentioned already the protection that the Ox provides within our +1 creature base. And then doubling as well with the Tumblewagg for 3, a 2/2, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And whenever this creature attacks while saddled, double the number of +1 counters on target creature, which is insane. So you can double and then double again. And then if you're doing that on something with trample, it's just game over for your opponent, which is really cool stuff for us. And now we get that added level of protection, so they can't even remove it during combat, which is great. And then, you know, some added bonus to the deck. We're using some Goldvein Hydras, Vigilance, Trample, Haste, entering with counters on it. The only reason we don't like this and are starting to trim back on it is because it's a Hydra, and I do think that the Wildwood Scourge is better for this particular build. When it dies, you're going to make treasures equal to its power, which is fine. And then the Clay Champion is really nice. As a 2/2, entering with 3 +1/+1 counters on it for each pair of forests, and distributing 2 +1 counters on it for each pair of planes that you spent, which is really nice, right? So you can power itself up and power your other creatures up, which would trigger the Scourge, trigger the Brawler, trigger the Scourge, so on and so forth. And then we've got some land, obviously, in the deck, so you can play all these cards, which is pretty cool. I hope you enjoy. We're going to showcase the deck now in our gameplay and then meet back here, and we're going to maybe talk about where the deck goes in the future, right? Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, join the community Discord, drop by, say hello, and kick back, relax, and, well, let's play some Magic. On the draw, keeping 7, turn 1, 2, and 4 look really good. Pass over. Ooh, Insidious Roots is really good. Now they're gonna dig in return, which creates an insect. Very good. Yikes. Hold up our removal. I wonder if I should just go for it now. They might not block. Yeah, we're gonna Manifest Dread for ourselves. Retaining some card advantage. Too bad this is a 0. Okay, let's rotate in. Push onto the Walker. We could have put onto the face down card. That would have been ideal, actually. And then the Brawler would have went up. I want to get some draw from the Walker, so it's kind of my priority here. This is a good deck. Two mana. Ooh. Grabbing a creature, that's going to trigger the Roots and the Insight. This is kind of going to make it a little slow. It's still worthwhile. Oh, that's for some reason I was thinking that was the Ooze. My gosh. Okay, so we'll grab a counter here, put one on the Brawler. And just try to brute force it before they build up too much. Oh, I was thinking the Ooze because they pulled the Ooze. That's where it came from. Okay. I was like, how did that get into my brain? I was going to play the Beastcaller and exile their graveyard for some reason. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. At this point, I'm just convinced magic will help me age out and sort of battle dementia. Right? It keeps you sharp. And if you slip, it punishes you, and you don't not notice the punish. Man, that's so good. Secondary roots in play. 2 mana up. They could exile. Or just do this. Grabbing a creature back. That's 3 overlords. That's kind of crazy. Grab an elf. Right? Just a creature to trigger it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why ES? They're tapped, though. I just don't think we have enough juice. Big draw, big draw. Ooh. Oh. That is not a little draw. We take a roots. Or do we go for lethal? 5. Let's say they block the 3. We're hitting for 6 and 5 is 11. Ooh. Sometimes you go get, sometimes you get got. Woof. So we wanted to take the roots there, but because it opens up lethal if we take the blocker, we just go for it. All right, let's keep 7. We're on the draw. There's no 1-drop here. This is still a match somehow. Let's pass over. The nightmare to discard. Ouch. A land? Yeah. We'll just play slow. And we drew a land. Nice. No harm, no foul, I hope. It might have removal. I don't know. Forcing a sacrifice. Okay. Did they do it to me again? Fairly positive. The answer is yes. Okay. Just gonna double creature here. Just so we can get away from this 1-for-1s, you know, it's not helping us. A little bit of a smaller Hydra, but they grow anyways, so. You would. They're gonna take the remake. They have to. There's no way they don't. Oh, they take them both. It's a double discard. Oh no, because the Gearhulk makes us draw one, right? So they only do get one. Do I leave the Gearhulk? Play this instead. I might regret that. This will be better. X equals 1. Definitely not 2, but we push both Hydras up twice. Which is pretty good. And I don't think we need to really focus on our draw because we have so much discard coming our way. Ew, really? No. We wanted to put our Beastcaller counters there. A land. Yeah, they only get one. Guaranteed they take the Hydra. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Where are you going? On the draw, 3 mana in hand. It's a little slow, but we've got a 2-drop. Really aggressive land. Passing over. Beastcaller on 2, Tumblewagg on 3, Wildwood. Or Walker on 4, probably Wildwood. This could just get fried. We could also just push it up. Right? Because it would still enter, because we're still casting it. What do you think of that? That's like something you could do. Okay, it dies. They hit. Land out. Tumblewagg out. It probably gets fried too. Straight up counterspell? Okay. I see you. Pass turn. Another counterspell? There's no way. Yeah, we're good. And it has ward, so it's kind of hard to interact with. Okay. Ouch. Alright, land looks good. We are on the draw, though. Just can't escape it. And we're not even playing our 1-drop. Ouch. That's okay, though. We'll play just a little slower. Beastcaller first. If it is removal, I don't want to lose our Brawler. Okay. The Staff of Completion? Dang, bro. That's crazy. You're a wild one. Brawler out. You know, could pay life, add mana. Ooh, just straight up draw a card. Okay. Let's pass over. They straight up need a field wipe. Well, maybe they could continue go to one for one. Just remove the Brawler. Here, they're good. Yeah. That's okay. I like the staff with the life gain spells. That's pretty cool. This makes things a little harder for them. should play the Walker first. They have it? It is Ward 2. Fairly substantial. That's a 5th land, 6 available. Oh, they do have hardcore. Beautiful. Wow. That's a Chad play right there. Another 11 on that draw. They must be using the 3rd path too, right? It's gotta be more life gain than just the, okay, just maybe technically a little bit.
So long as I draw breath, this is our fight to win.
Big old snake. We almost want this to die, don't we? Because they will just exile again with the Sunfall. So we should take our draw now if they're going to give it to us. If not, we block. Sunfall's a good card. Technically, you don't necessarily win matches after one's been played. There's 2 of them, like, ugh. Right, they're committing to having that survive. Even if just temporary. Okay. Fire of Resistance in play can -3. We do get our draw. Land kind of sucks. I'm gonna defend here as well. Interesting. Here's our indestructible. Here's our +1 counter. We put it on ourselves, then the Hydra gets one automatically. Force the block. It's a good proliferate, I guess. You do gain more life for it. And the planeswalkers go up. They could have also brought out that other, the incubate, right? I like how well the staff's working for them. Really nice control card. There's that second Sunfall. Ouch. That's just a good game. There she goes. Alright. Opponent's gonna go first. I haven't been going first much today. When I do, it seems like I'm breaking. Is that just me? I guess maybe we'll just play our Beastcallers first. I don't know. Inti's pretty good. I'm gonna take it. I don't want them discarding. Inti really is a value engine. I really love this guy. Brawler first. And then we can double drop. Or maybe we actually should have went Beastcaller first. Yeah. They had a second Inti. No block. I don't think it actually would have mattered. Because we're not casting this anyways. We do need that fourth land. Good removal. That's nice removal. Ooh, FOMO. No ETB though. They're triggered with the Delirium, however. That's really good. I like that. We get the land, thankfully. We're at 8 only, though. We're going to be forced to block. We're going to take the long way home. And maybe even Clay Champion first as well. I would not have discarded that. The Seek the Beast draw is so good there. It doesn't pay though. Okay, who's Inti kill? Probably the Scourge. Yeah. Inti had a second attack, so we want to make sure we get rid of him. So close to that, right? Just make this an 8/8. Yeah. 2 really big blockers. Should be okay. Barely holding on. They could almost go wide. We're getting lucky here. We can't attack. Oh, they get 2 creatures here. Dang, that's good. Oh, that's good too, though, right? Oh, it's the whole thing. It doesn't matter where they go, we've got the blocks. And we keep our sovereign alive. They could attack, but we're taking 3 of their creatures. Ooh. Right, we want this to die. Oh, exile. Nice, good for you. They're tapped out. We have lethal. Oh my gosh. Dang, bruh. Alright, let's roll out. We are on the play, which is nice. With a 1-drop, even better. If we could top deck a Brawler, we'd be off to the races. Alright, they are here, looking at our Warden. Here's a swamp. Ouch. Land out. Hit for 1. Removed. Okay. This is a bummer. Scourge out for 1. That takes shelter. Third land here is really nice. Tumblewagg out. And ourselves, Hydra up. Hit for 2. Third land. Lily, oh my gosh. You just can never expect such things, can you?
Let's make this quick.
Sucks, but I think we keep the Tumblewagg. That way we kill the bat. Oh, I'll just kill Lily. Let's still spread out. Beastcaller for now.
I know when I'm not wanted.
They need to exile that, right? Nope, just destroying it. And that's okay. We're going to transfer those over. In case there is... No, we're good. I was worried about a cut down. Settle that. Shot, all attack, double counters. Good lord. That's a lot of tuna. Bye! I was a little nervous there. Like, that's mono black, dropping bats and Lily. What the? On the draw. Hand looks pretty slow. Mulligan. Keep 6. I'm a bad man. We probably should have thrown away a land. Come on, one drop. Well, we are in trouble. This is a much better target for us. Kind of want to get that Ox out first, but the ward should save us if it's there. Ooh, the Nemesis. That's a good card. Down to 10 already as well. Hopefully the ward saves us. Just take some back because we're not going to be blocking. The Scourge doesn't work well with the Goldvein. Max speed. Dang. Okay. Another white source would have been great. Ward 2. That's a tough one. This could probably die anyways, is the problem. No attack, try to defend instead. Down to 6. Down to 5. Not good. Down to 4. Stop! You gotta stop it! Down to 3. Still a match somehow. And 2. We go up to 4. And get hit for 3. far too close. Down to 1. Man, I just needed like another white source is the thing. There's no way out. They've got Death Touch, right? We do gain 4 up to 5. It's just not enough. It's definitely not enough. Oh! Lizards. Still got it. Okily dokily on the draw. Have I gone first at all today? That's a cool pet. He must be new. Meow. Bunnies on the go. Bunnies are pretty good. And rabbits. Oh, is it just like a life game deck or something? I don't even know. It is life game. Okay. That's a new card. That's really good. No attack. Going for it, huh? Woof. Impressive. Wait, right? I could just play a bat and bring it back, or something like this. How much life gain? Crazy. All right, we have to take it. They would steal our removal if we don't. They don't get anything good. Oh, it distributes its counters as well. I forgot about that. That's really good, actually. I still get to hit for it. That is a good card. Ay, ay, ay. We had no choice, though. Okay, sheltered by ghosts off the top, please and thank you. Not quite. I mean, they have 39 life, they can just take it. Yeah. Oh, we're getting hit for 10 for sure. Down to 1. That won't do. We definitely need shelter layers at the top. Oh, you got another channeler? Huh. Good game, dude. That's a perfect top deck. Alrighty then. So first things first, after today's matches, I kind of just want to drop the Hydra as a whole. I know it has haste and is really good to play after the Sovereign, but the Scourge is more important, and I think we could just replace it with the Clay Champion. For now, you can split it. If you don't have it, that's fine. It's like not that important. And then I want to run 4 walkers as well, even if we're just playing them on top of our Beastcaller. And I think that draw is really good long term as well. So maybe we just leave the Clay Champion at 2. We drop the Hydra, take more Marketback Walkers, and call it good. But that's not all. I had some other thoughts while building the deck. The mascot was originally in the build. I did have this in the deck with the Ox, controlling our artifacts with its ability, but Sheltered by Ghost just takes everything and has lifelink, so, you know, that card breaks it and just it's non-playable here. The Cage I thought would be pretty cool as well, but we don't really have anything expensive to free cast with it, so meh. The draw through the Duelist is decent, but we have the Walker. Maybe we could use them both and never ever run out of cards. Food for thought. Invasion, you know, we can tax our opponent and then, you know, push those +1 counters around for us is pretty cool. Talent, applying the counters and then doubling those counters eventually with the ward, definitely not a bad idea here. Talent would be really nice, I think. Virtue, pushing up the whole team, creating that token. Rex protecting us, applying counters, and is the body. I don't mind this either. This seems pretty good to me. And then the Ozolith doubling counter output is a good idea. A Johnny can apply counters, also double strike and flying for potential lethal output, which is quite cheap on 3. Veteran pushes counters, but no soldier. Kami doubles counters, basically. Not doubles, but 1+ what you would have done. And can tap for mana. That's cool. The Hydra, decent from landfall, but we're not really ramping out that much. The Velocipede, I also really wanted to play in the deck already, but it was just a little slow, sadly. And then the other Johnny for the -3, but then it's basically dead, and I think there's better ways to distribute counters. And Doubling Season just felt a little slow. Okay, so that's what I've got. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. Hit me up in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. Have an absolute magical day. I'll see you soon in the next. If there's ever anything I can help out with, again, like I said, in the comments, or if it's kind of not related to this deck or video, and just as Magic as a whole, I'm also in the Discord, right? And then you can @ me, and I'll come yell back at you for a little bit. Okay, cool. We'll see you there.